Now we're going to women in production. I have with me the amazing Shari Petti, and we also have the wonderful Dvndre Wilson. Welcome, both of you ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for being here with me. I know that it's early mornings and the schedules and all of that, but you made it happen, and I appreciate you both for that.
Thanks for having
No problem
me.
at all. So
Yes,
we
thanks for having us.
Yes, no problem. So we're going right into it. For those people who don't know who you are, let us know who you are. Shari, you can start first and then DeAndre.
Hi, I'm a filmmaker. I direct, I shoot. I have a master's in cinematography from FSU. And, I make documentaries, narrative films, commercial films, music videos, all this kind of stuff. And I'm really excited, to talk more about the work I've been doing since I came home.
Nice. DeAndre?
Yes, hi, I'm Dvndre Wilson. I am a producer, director, and videographer from Trinidad and Tobago. I have my own production company called Studio Dvndre, and I've been doing this for like 10 years now.
Nice. So it was important for us to feature women in production because, women in production are usually behind the scenes. Those are not the women that you're going to see on the screen. They direct what you see. But I wanted to shine a light on it because, we've seen in recent times, especially with the pandemic, how important visuals are, how important films are, commercials, content creation, So talk to us about the importance of having a clear vision for yourself and for your life, for your goals. DeAndre.
Yeah, I really like this question. I think something that has always helped me in my life and in my journey is even when I didn't know, I couldn't exactly figure out what I wanted to do, just kind of having an idea of who I wanted to be and how I wanted to show up in the room has always been kind of like my guiding principle. So I would say, even with respect to vision, you may not always know clearly what the end goal is and exactly what you want, but it's really important to kind of like check in with yourself and know, like, what is my at least next step, and like who do I want to be and how do I want to show up, and kind of having at least that short-term vision. And of course, if you have the long-term vision, that's amazing as well. But just always having something to guide you internally, I think that really takes you so far.
Yeah. Shari, talk to us about how you've been able to navigate this male-dominated space. The work that you've done, you went away, you studied, you came back, and you've been doing so much work. Talk to us about that journey and navigating the space.
Yeah, I feel like I've been actually surrounded by like a lot of really strong women
Okay.
since I started this career. Like a lot of producers and like mentors that I've met over the years, especially when I first started out, they've stayed with me and they, always give me really great advice and, try to keep me on the right path. And so I feel like I don't feel it as much home, I would say. I feel like, even if it's even with it being a male dominated industry, I try not to fixate on that too much personally. And, just try to make the best work that I can personally, but knowing that that's a thing. Because I know there are times when, especially in the early times or whenever I meet people who don't know my work, they might, second guess will be like, can she really do this? But I'm like, yeah, like, I kind of expect those kind of things to the point where it isn't even something on my mind as much anymore. So, and I try, I feel like the more that I think that way, the easier it is for me to kind of go forward in a kind of clear direction.
Nice. DeAndre, talk to us about content creation because you do content creation, you travel as well too and do content based on that. And it's amazing to see this journey that you're on, right? And also Studio DeAndre. Was this something that you always wanted to do? Was this something that came out of, maybe a new experience? Talk to us about that journey for you.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to do content full time in Trinidad has definitely been no easy feat. We are, I would say, we're new in a lot of ways to that space and kind of like establishing ourselves in different spaces. So it was really difficult to navigate. And I think from doing content creation full time, I realized that not only do I want to do this, but I want to help other businesses, other creators, with navigating their own businesses, because I know how difficult it was to do it on my own, you know. So hence Studio Dvndre was born, and it's been an amazing journey just being able to do content as well as help others with their content, with their, you know, visual goals, the things that they want to see brought to life. It's been really nice to see that, especially social media is on the rise. Like it's not going anywhere. So I think businesses are now tapping into that, and it's been great to help them in that space, as well as to be able to do what I love, which is travel and create content. Honestly, a dream. I love it. I definitely want to continue. It's been like a nice, organic sort of transition for me, because, like I said, it's just something I really love. So yeah.
Shari, I know you have seen Presents, and based on, you know, that your own journey with that, what advice would you give to persons who, you know, possibly want to start doing production? They may want to start their company. They've been doing production for a long time. What advice would you give to women based on your experience with that company so far?
I would say, you know, I think a major thing for me, especially when I first started out, was getting a lot of my practice in and feeling comfortable behind the camera in general to even share my work. So I would say, even if you have a phone, like, and you don't have, like, you know, a big fancy camera, and you have like ideas, you know, start with just that, and, you know, start making those things. Even if you don't put it out at first because you're not confident, just keep making it for you until you get to the point where you're like, okay, cool, I can share this work. Because the only way you can get to that point is if you keep doing it over and over again. Like film is one of those things where it takes a lot of practice to get to, you know, a point of being comfortable or making like work of a certain quality in general. So I don't even think, you know, you need like a lot of fancy equipment and a lot of, you know, great things to make a really great product. I've seen people make really great work with just a cell phone, and it went on to win awards. So yes, you know, use what you have to begin with, and, you know, keep making the work, keep, you know, practicing, and, you know, don't feel down that if the first thing you make isn't the best thing in the world. It will never be the best thing in the world, but, you know, it will get you to the point where you will eventually make the best work you have.
Nice, nice. Before we wrap, please let us know where we can find you, where we can find your work on social media. So Shari and then Dvndre.
So you can find me at Shari Petti with 3 I's at the end, SHARIPETTI, or at Scene Presents. That's where a lot of my work is housed at the moment. So Scene Presents, if you want to see documentaries, if you want to see short form content, or even like shorter form narrative work too, you know, you can follow Scene and keep up to date with what we have, with what we're putting out.
Nice, Dvndre. Where can we follow you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram. My personal platform where you'll find my personal content will be at Dvndre with a V. I know, confusing, but Dndre. And then my business page is at Studio Dvndre, Studio Dvndre. So yeah.
Okay. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. It was really important to share about women in production. And I'm so happy that you gave us your time this morning and shared your journey with us.
No problem.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
All right. Stay tuned. We go to the news. And when we come back, we have more women who are joining us. Stay tuned.